Hello everyone, my name is Gifty and welcome to my channel, The Dad's Delight. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how to make this delicious lamb stew. It's a must try, you have to do this recipe. And beginning with, we have our tomato blend. I have some celery, some fresh tomatoes, some onions, some green chili, and some sweet pointed red peppers, which I'm going to add some water. We're going to blend it. So now we are going to cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes on a low medium heat. We are going to cover it, but don't forget, keep stirring it as you go because you don't want it to burn as well. And we are going to make sure it's half size before we put it in our lamb stew. So now I'm going to start with my ginger blend. I added some dry rosemary, some dry cloves, some dry peppercorns, added some green chilies. You can add any chili of your choice, and I added some ginger as well. And I'm going to add some garlic. You can add more garlic or less garlic if you don't like garlic. And I added some white onions, and I'm adding a bit of water to blend. So now let's move to the exciting bit. We're about to start our lamb stew. So now our pan is heated on a low medium heat, and we are now putting our lamb in a pot, and I'm going to add a bit of salt. Make sure to caramelize our meat and reduce the water and also cook in its own fat. Yes, this is another secret to make your meat very flavorful and tender and juicy. So yes, this is the secret. Make sure your pan is really hot before you put your meat. Then you leave it to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. So as you can see, it's been cooking for about 10 to 15 minutes. And as you can see, it looks like it's been fried, but no, it's been cooking in its own fat. So now I'm adding our ginger mix, and I'm adding some Maggi seasoning, and we are going to stir everything together and cook it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And look at this lamb meat. It looks so delicious. I'm telling you, you need to try this recipe out. The ginger blend has been coated around our lamb meat and it looks so delicious. I'm telling you, the flavor in this room. I just added some sunflower oil, some bay leaves, some star anise, and some onions. We are going to cook it for about 5 minutes. And now it's been cooking for about 5 minutes now. And now I'm going to add some tomato paste. I used about 3 tablespoons and I mixed it with water to make it easy to stir. You're going to leave it to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. So now as you can see, our tomato paste has been cooking, but we want to cook it for an extra 5 minutes. So now look at that, our tomato is ready, and now we are going to add it to our stew. Have you seen the dark rich color on our lamb? This is what we're looking for, because we want our stew to be so flavorful and tasty. I'm telling you, you need to try this recipe out. So I just added a bit of water, and now you can add any seasoning that you want. You can add a bit of salt or Maggi seasoning, any seasoning that you want. But I think my stew tastes really good, so I'm not going to add any seasoning. So I added a bit of carrot, some spring onion, and I'm going to mix everything together and cook it for about 5 to 10 minutes. You can also choose to add any vegetable of your choice, and also added a bit of dry rosemary, which really goes well with lamb. And now our lamb stew is ready. You can see that extra oil on top. That's when you know your stew is done. And this stew is packed with so much flavor, and the meat, I'm telling you, it's so juicy and delicious. Just garnish it with some parsley and some spring onion. You can eat this stew with anything that you want to eat. And to all my lovely subscribers, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you. Bye bye.